For the 9-day holiday, Tong, Hope, Marvel, and I went down to the Yunnan province. That experience was incredible. Traveling in Yunnan helped me realize, finally helped me realize that I was in China. The night before we left for Yunnan, we celebrated Marvel's birthday in a interesting way. Lots of our fellow classmates were there, even Wei. I won't talk too much about it though, because that party was a story in itself.
Traffic's bad when people are getting out of their cars.
Anyways, come morning, we were yet again scrambling to catch our transportation of choice, which is the train. After ditching the taxi and running through what was practically a parking lot, the taxi was stuck in traffic. We made it to the train station just to find out that we were not the only ones running through traffic to get there. There were a lot of people, and we were just pushing through. Around this time, when we made it to the train, we separated. Marvel, Hope, and Tong made their way to the hard sleepers, while I went to the soft sleeper 5 cars away. All 3 of my car mates were Southern Chinese natives and said some terms that I was pretty sure wasn't Mandarin, like ta and dor and zhou gui. But they were very kind, though very talkative. After a while, I think I was even beginning to understand what they were saying. Anyways, I was able to convey to them that I had not slept the night before and I was tired, so they let me sleep. 4 hours later, Tong and Hope found my car and took me to theirs, where we got our books together and did our homework to get that out of the way. We were even able to practice our sentence structure with this guy, which is their car mate, named Rice Noodle. It's not necessarily his name, but it's a little complicated to explain. 19 hours on the train, because that's how long the train ride was to Kunming, didn't actually feel that bad because we arrived in Kunming at 7 a.m. Saturday morning. After managing to find a taxi, we made it to the Hump Hostel where we were staying, which I highly recommend. The rooms were very convenient because it had a bathroom, and it also had the room that we were in had room for all 4 of us. We didn't do a whole lot the day that we arrived, besides get lost and look around a bit. But we slept very well that evening. Sunday we went to this place called Shilin. Probably have those tones all messed up, but it's called the Stone Forest. Shilin didn't take that long to get to because it's right outside of Kunming. But getting the bus tickets to Shilin, whole other story. The trip to Shilin took 2 hours. Getting the bus tickets took 3. Somehow I got separated from the girls midway, and I was officially over it. I was like, it's really not gonna kill me not to go. I'm ready to go home. Forget Shilin. But given Tong and Hope's patience and Marvel's long limbs, we got the tickets and made it to Shilin. As the name suggests, Stone Forest, there were lots of rocks everywhere. And we climbed up high on this path so that we could see the entire area. And even though I say there's lots of rocks, I'm not saying that as a small idea. It was really worth seeing. Oh, and they have these restrooms that were supposed to be eco-friendly. However, the only things green in there were the plants hanging from the ceiling. After the rock forest, we headed back to the Hump Hostel and played some games during the celebration of the hostel's 12th anniversary.
All right.
Marvel and I played a verbal charades.
Cocktail of different types of alcohols.
Oh, Long Island iced tea.
Yes.
Oh,
It was this day for the last month.
my birthday. Water chocolate.
And Marvel and Hope played this game where they were blowing a ball around in a bowl of flour. I forget what it's called.
13. 14.
After the games, we hung out with some people Marvel befriended. We went to this really cool place that reminded me that I really need to work on my tones and vocabulary, because I ordered one thing, but the guy brought me a drink, then lit it on fire. At the end of the night, we headed back to the hostel to rest because we needed to get to Lijiang the next day. Now, it was very difficult to see it then, but there were some real humor in getting to Lijiang. See, our bus was leaving for Lijiang at 2:40 p.m. And given our history with the bus stations in Kunming, I naturally freaked out over time. The best part had to be when Marvel and I went to buy the train tickets back. Tickets I should have purchased forever ago. But anyways, there was this guy there helping us. His name was Corey. And I needed him to hurry. I gave him the money, and that's when I found out that he kept saying that we needed to go pick them up. I was biting at the bit, waiting for Corey to explain to the taxi driver where the ticket office was. It was already 1 o'clock. Long story short, we got the tickets and made it to the station with 40 minutes to spare. So I ended up giving Corey a hard time for no reason. The bus ride was a lot longer than I thought it would be. It was supposed to be 10 hours, but because of the traffic, or maybe I'm just being dramatic, but it felt like it ended up being 12. We did make a couple stops in these sketchy areas, but the weather was so awesome it didn't seem that bad. We made it to Lijiang, and after fussing with the taxi driver about a meter, he drops us right outside Old Town where we were staying in this really cute inn. Great views. And the inn was actually really nice too. The people there, great. Come daytime, I realized that Lijiang has a series of rivers running through it, like the city was built on water. Ringing bells? Yes? No? Well, Lijiang is called the Venice of China. Initially, the plan was to spend the night in Lijiang, then spend the next 3 days at Tiger Leaping Gorge. But Tong showed more emotion about Lijiang than we have ever seen her show emotion about anything. So we stayed another day. However, staying another day also meant we had to find another place. But that didn't take as long as it could have, and we were pretty happy. Afterwards, we wandered around the town some more and ran into crowd after crowd. Because it's a holiday, there were constant parties in the streets and people everywhere. The next day, Wednesday, we were supposed to leave for Tiger Leaping Gorge, but I was having stomach issues and had to stay behind. So my awesome companions ran around town with me to find the inn.
Still trying to find the inn. Still have to use the bathroom.
In the end, we didn't find it, and they only had 20 minutes to get to the bus station and catch the bus. At this point, we were feeling kind of defeated. It's been a very, very long day.
I just want to guess what I'm doing after I told you all. I'm doing it each individually.
Okay. It's a matter of whether or not we believe you.
You guys do whatever you want to, and I'll see you later.
Uh-oh, sideways, sideways.
Oh, this is a sign.
Does the sign say don't go this way? Cause I like to listen to signs.
Which one of you guys has a Swiss Army knife so I can cut my arm out of here?
I've got a picture.
No, I think we're just gonna chew it out. Is that okay? Tong looks so excited as usual.
Yeah. Stuck here.